If you've ever wanted a car that will set you apart from the rest of the crowd, one that is perfect for date nights, one that is perfect for weddings, one that is perfect for just looking cool and different, well, I present to you the Fiat 500X. 2 months ago, I did a quick review of the 500X, but don't stress, this review will be completely different from that one. I'll take you through its features, its practicality, its cost of ownership, and give you an idea of what living with one is like. And since they call this the Sport Est, let's start with something sporty. As you've just seen, Fiat tuned the 500X to behave like a sports car. From the way the gears change, to the suspension, to the steering wheel, all of it feels sporty. Now, that doesn't mean it's as fast as most sport cars. Don't go take on BMWs and GTIs, you won't win. But it does 0 to 100 in 9.8 seconds. In my last review of the 500X, someone in the comments actually pointed out that the engine numbers and the engine size of the 500X is very similar to another car. So this has a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine which produces 103 kilowatts and 230 newton meters of torque. Now those are the exact same numbers you get in the, wait for it, Suzuki Swift Sport. 1.4 liter turbo engine, same kilowatts, same torque. Now, whether or not there was some kind of partnership somewhere along the line or it's just a coincidence, I don't know. But for those of you who research this kind of stuff, please let me know in the comments. But unlike the Suzuki Swift Sport, the 500X is actually an SUV. So what does that mean for your practicality? First of all, the doors open nice and wide, and the back seats are actually perfect for kids. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But in terms of your child seat and your baby, they'll be nice, safe and secure. You won't have any issues. As you can see, there is no center armrest in the back, but you do get leather seats, so I guess that's okay. When it comes to space, especially for grown-ups, it's a bit tight. For long journeys, you're going to feel cramped. There isn't much legroom to play with. There are no rear air vents and there is one USB socket at the back. Now, let me tell you how it drives. So I took the 500X on a bit of a road trip. It was around 600 to 700 kilometers just to get a feel for it. One of the things I struggled with on this car was finding a comfortable driving position. I really had a hard time with that. You can adjust the steering wheel for height and reach, but still, I had a tough time. Anyway, you have 6 speakers. It has a very decent sound system. I have no complaints there, and the sound system comes in handy because it does have a lot of wind noise, probably due to the soft top roof. You also get cruise control system, which makes long journeys bearable. You have 6 airbags. You also have lane keep assist. So if you start wandering off your lane, it will steer you back into your lane, but you can always deactivate that if you don't want it. Overall, it performs very well, especially at highway speeds. If you want to overtake, the power is always there at whatever speed you're doing. But one thing you should know, around corners and bends, it does have a bit of body roll and you're going to feel it. But other than that, it's an excellent car to drive. I give it a thumbs up. Well done, Fiat. Well done. By the way, if for whatever reason you're tired of seeing your speed in kilometers, you can change it to miles per hour. Fancy stuff, or you could just go back to kilometers per hour. It also has built-in navigation, but unless you want to get lost or confused, I advise you to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The 7-inch touchscreen is small, 7 inches, but it does have a reversing camera. My only issue with it is there were no parking sensors. I would actually rather have parking sensors over a reversing camera alone. But you have a reversing camera, no sensors, so be careful when you're reversing and pulling out of spots. The first car everyone thinks about when you say Fiat is the Fiat Uno. So I went to the Fiat website just to give you a picture of the Fiat passenger cars you can buy right now. There they are. There's the Tipo, the 500 and the 500X. So let me quickly show you the 500. I went to the Fiat dealership to get this video. This is the Fiat 500. The model you're looking at is called the Dolce Vita. Yeah. That's me trying to speak some Italian. It has a 0.9 liter engine, produces 63 kilowatts, 145 newton meters of torque. It looks good. I'm sure you've seen these on the road. Maybe you didn't know what it was, now you do. it has a very smart looking interior. So the 500X is for people who love the 500 but wanted a little bit of space. So if you compare the 500 and 500X, the 500X is huge. But if you compare the 500X to other SUVs, then you'd think, well, it's really not that big. The boot size is 245 liters, and no, these cars do not come with umbrellas. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my first Fiat 500X review. I'll leave a link in the description. You have a proper spare wheel in there. And for whatever reason, I decided to show you the spare wheel with the suitcases on. Normally I would edit that out, but I decided to just troll you guys just for the fun of it. Yeah, just so you can watch me adjust the boot. There we go. And if you think I'm lying, this was actually one of the 6 or 7 scenes I recorded. Here's another one where I did everything properly. What you're looking at right now is the tallest building in Africa, called the Leonardo, and it is located in Sandton. You're able to see it because the Fiat 500X has a party trick. Yes, you all know, it's the EST in the name of the car, which stands for Extended Soft Top. As I mentioned in the intro, this is the perfect car for date night. PA has been working hard the last couple of reviews, so I decided to take her out on a date, a proper place this time. Since you guys are tired of me talking about McDonald's, this time I went to Solo. Very nice, but save up for that place because I was not ready for the prices I saw there. Anyway, speaking of prices, let's get to the price of the Fiat 500X. This top spec model comes in at 580,900 Rand. Now I know what you're thinking, and I agree. It is not cheap by any means. It has a lot of competition at this price point, and it's an excellent car, but pricing is its biggest enemy. If they would make it a little bit cheaper, I mean, look at those 19-inch alloy wheels. They look good. Anyway, on finance, it will cost you 11,057 Rand over 72 months at 11% interest. For a full tank, you'll pay 1,102 Rand. And if you got an insurance premium of 2,200 Rand, it would bring your total cost of ownership to 14,359 Rand. For your warranty, you have a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty and a 3-year, 60,000 kilometer service plan. Given 580,000 Rand, let me know in the comments, are you buying the 500X or is there another car you'd consider in the segment? Let me know. But I name all my test cars and I decided to name this one Lerato. Look at her. It's a fitting name, right? Lerato. Nice. I'm proud of this name. I think I named this one very well. And those 19-inch mags, beautiful car. Okay, let me stop saying beautiful before PA starts thinking I'm in love with Lerato or something. It's just the name, PA. It's just the name. Moving on. Someone is thinking, but you didn't show us the interior. Here it is. Push to start technology. You have a steering wheel with Alcantara on the sides. Those are your buttons for your cruise control system. You also have Alcantara on the dashboard and your climate controls. You have automatic air conditioning. You can have different temperatures on the left and on the right. Some people want to feel cold, some people want to feel hot, so everybody is covered there. 7-inch touchscreen, as I mentioned earlier. There on those 3 buttons is your hazards, and to disable your push to start. Your storage spaces are on the left, as you can see right now. And if I miss anything, you can always check it out on my initial review of this car. That is your reversing camera. And then, of course, you have a center armrest, and it has decent space, deep enough for most things. And that's about it. That is the interior of the Fiat 500X. As you'd see it if you're a PA holding the camera over the soft top roof. That is your key. It's light, it's plastic. But one cool thing it can do is turn the lights on and off for when you want to see your way home during this stage 6 load shedding. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, you can use your lights to see the way to your door. One more thing before I forget, the claimed fuel consumption is 5.7 liters to the 100. I was averaging around 8.4 liters to the 100. And if you didn't know, you've been watching the 21,000 subscriber special. I know I was supposed to do a part 2 and a part 3 of the 20,000 subscriber special, but I had a really busy week last week. I didn't get the opportunity. My apologies. But I'll make it up to you. I have some interesting reviews that are coming up and I know you're going to love them. Speaking of loving, let's talk about liking. If you haven't liked this review, please like. If you haven't subscribed, by the way, subscribing is free, guys. You don't pay anything. You just click subscribe and it's done. Please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. I really appreciate it. And by the way, if a brand new Fiat 500X is too expensive for you, you can always find a used one. Go to changecars.co.za. You can go and find any car you want from trusted dealerships. Check out the prices. Check in the used car market. You'll find a Fiat 500X for you and save yourself a bit of money. Anyway, from me to you, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.